Oh man, I am so stoked to show you what Dell has at CES today, since they have been embracing the old school CES model and have 3 wild prototypes on display. And maybe the best part is that Dell is totally open to feedback at this point, so if there are any changes that you want to see, just pop them down below.
CES 2020 coverage is brought to you by Pulseway, the remote desktop software that controls all your Windows, Mac, and Linux systems from a single app. Snag your free account today and try it out for your business at the link below.
So this right here is Project UFO, which is basically a roided up Nintendo Switch. Something that I never really thought that I'd want, but now that it's here, I'm actually warming up to it, and that's not just because it's kind of hot back here. See, I'm a huge fan of the Nintendo Switch. It's awesome to throw into my backpack, on a plane, take it on a bus, or just lounge around the house, but the problem is that the games are just so damn expensive. I only have bought like 3 of them. On PC though, I have heaps of games. Not all of them would work perfectly on this, but many others like Forza Horizon, Rocket League, or Spyro maybe, would be amazing on this on the go. But probably what all of you are wondering, just how much power is in here? Like, it's not very big. Well, I was playing F1 2019. You can see it right here. It's actually running really well. And I was really surprised when I asked them, I was like, is there a GPU in here? Maybe a GTX 1650, something like that. There's a 90 watt power adapter down there, but no, it turns out this is just all on the Intel iGPU, and I'm actually really impressed. At first I was kind of like, what the hell? I thought that a dedicated GPU was just a requirement for the Alienware badge. To which they replied, how big and hot do you want it? Which I totally understand, because right now it actually feels pretty great in the hands, despite it looking absolutely massive. The way that you can grip this feels pretty great on the go, with all the buttons and analog sticks feeling basically like that on an Xbox controller. What this tells me is that the Nintendo Switch could have been way more comfortable if the buttons were in more ergonomic positions, kind of like they have here. Another thing that Dell got right is the charging port location. I shouldn't have to say this, but it's pretty great that you're able to, charge and have it on the table at the same time. Who would have thought of that? What could really make this deadly though in my eyes is some sort of a keyboard attachment on the bottom, kind of like the Surface Go, and a decent pen. That way when you're on the go, you can just chuck it into your backpack, and this one device can get you covered for not only gaming, kind of like it does right now, but it could also be a fully functional notebook to do things like watch YouTube videos, send emails, take notes in class or whatever. This would make the pitch to your parents super easy. Just, hey, mom, dad, I need this device so that I can easily take notes in class. Well, Timmy, why does it have RGB controllers? Don't worry about that, Dad. It's purely for scholarly purposes. Now, moving on from Project UFO, let's take a look at some other weird and wacky devices that Dell has. So the first up here is Project Duet, this dual screen laptop thing that actually seems to have some real thought put into how it could actually be used. What I like about this is the consideration that Dell has done for the functionality provided with this little Bluetooth keyboard right down here. So the first layout is, the keyboard on the table, kind of like this, and then you have both screens, loads of room for just, fun and activities. And then you can move it right here, say that, you don't have your stand, you just go on a table and it's, you have your keyboard, maybe you have a mouse right here, and you have basically the best touch bar ever. Maybe though you're just not at a desk at all and want to sit down. This wouldn't be super nice, but this clips magnetically in 2 positions, and then if it come on, yep. And then you just have a touchpad down there, and it's basically a normal laptop, minus, it being extra thick. Which brings me to the first question that I had when I saw the device. Why isn't one side thin and the other side thick, kind of like on a normal laptop? Well, it turns out it's so that you can place it on a table, just like that. And it won't be all wibbly wobbly. It actually feels pretty good like that. Okay then, so if both sides need to be thick, can we, use that thickness to get a bit of extra power in here? That could make this the perfect device for video editors on the go. You have your big, nice preview up here. You've got all of your timeline down here, and you just smack it on a stand and you are good to go. So it turns out that the main thing that could be a problem if you're trying to put a lot of power in the top and the bottom is the weight distribution. So, with a normal laptop, you can set it down like this, But if you have too much weight in one side, then as you tip it over, it's just gonna fall over kind of like that, which obviously wouldn't be super convenient. Then once you're done, you can just store the keyboard down under here, kind of like that. It's very simple. And finally here we've got Ori, named after origami because it folds. And it does so pretty well too. Unlike other folding devices that I've seen, when it's completely unfolded, there's virtually no visible crease. Can you see that? Now, of the bunch here, this is the first one that I can't immediately think of a use case for. Like, I guess it's nice that, you know, it's like a really powerful iPad that you can just throw in your purse, but I can't see it replacing my current laptop. Although what I could see doing that is the new XPS 13. So get subscribed to check out our video on that. It either came out just before or just after this, and also check out our sponsor.
We're just kidding. Colton doesn't know the first thing about administering servers. I was doing it all remotely with Pulseway. Pulseway is the single app that allows you to administer your servers remotely so you can spend less time working. It's compatible with Mac, Windows, and of course Linux, and has all kinds of great functionality like being able to scan your systems, install things, update them. It's got remote desktop functionality, and the best part is you can try it out for free, and you'll even get 20% off their Teams plan at the link in the video description. So don't wait, go check it out.
So thanks for watching. Bye.